All right, day 3 of circles. All right, on the worksheet that you got, I want you to look at number 1. All it wants you to do is figure out the radius. It gives us the line that goes from the end point of the circle through the center all the way to the other. That is your diameter. To find the diameter, what do we need to do? All right, radius is diameter divided by 2. So we take the formula diameter divided by 2, we plug in the diameter, we divide it by 2, which tells me that my radius is what? Radius is 6 inches. All right, number 3 and number 4 wants you to find the area, and it tells you using pi. If you're finding the area using pi, that means leave pi in the answer. Do not multiply it by 3.14. You got to remember the formula for area. Remember, apple pies are 2. Area equals pi times radius squared. So we need to know our radius. It gives us our diameter, so we have to find our radius. So we divide. 20 divided by 2. So my radius is 10. Now I take 10 and I plug it into the formula. Apple pies are 2. Area equals pi times radius squared. We plug in 10 for the radius, and then we follow our order of operations. So we have to use the exponent first. So 10 squared means 10 times 10. So it is area equals pi 100. Now we're going to write this the correct way, where the number is in the front, and then we're going to add its units. So area equals 100 pi yards squared. It's area, so your units will always be squared. Right, number 4, radius is what? It is 8. So we plug that into the formula. So area equals pi times 8 squared. Order of operations tells me I need to do what first? I'm going to square the 8. So area equals pi 64, but we're going to put it in the correct order, and we're going to add the units. So area equals 64 pi feet squared. And again, your units have to be squared because area's units are always squared. If you don't square your units, it will be wrong. All right, look at number 11. I'm not going to answer it for you, but I am going to talk you through it. It says Ava draws a circle with the radius of 4 centimeters. Eliana draws a circle with a diameter of 6 centimeters. Main point right here is without calculating, meaning don't do math. Don't do any kind of math. And it wants to know whose circle has the greatest area. So it wants to know which one has the greatest area by just thinking about it, talking about it, explaining it, and what do you think it would be and why. Go ahead and answer that. And then explain yourself. All right, you're going to complete the rest of this fluency and skills practice worksheet, and you're going to turn it in before you leave the class today. Once you are done turning it in, you're going to work this week's IXLs, which are due tomorrow. If you completed yesterday's or Friday's BB5, then you don't have to worry about that again. But if you did not complete BB5, you're going to do IXL BB5, BB6, and BB7. These are all due tomorrow. You have the whole class period to do them, so use your time wisely. What I want you to do is write these 3 IXL standards on page 23. So on page 23, write IXL, BB5, BB6, and BB7. So that way, whenever you're trying to remember which ones you need to work, all you have to do is look at page 23, because you're not going to be able to come back to this video and see what ones you need to work without fast forwarding through the whole thing, and it doesn't allow you to fast forward. So you'd have to listen to me talk to you the whole time again. And make sure you do your scratch work in the scratch work section of your notebook. Each one of these standards only take about 11 questions for you to complete them with a SMART score of 80. So it's really not that many if you write down the formula and plug everything in.